Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you each and every one? Let's show you an example how to solve the trigonometric functions. So let's say that we have here an example. We need to solve it. So 10 sine theta plus 5 equals to 0. We need to solve this equation. So first of all, we need to solve it for sine. So I'm gonna transpose the 5 to the other side. So 10 sine theta is going to give us negative 5. Now we need to get rid of the 10 because I need just sine alone. So I'm going to divide by 10 for both sides. Now when I cancel the 10, then I have sine theta equals negative 5 over 10, which it could be simplified here using your calculator, negative 5 over 10, or even mentally you can do it. It's negative half. So since sine theta is negative half, you can decide about your angle is going to be what. But first of all, you have to understand that we have here 4 quadrants. Yeah. This is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. We need to know when sine is going to be negative, in which places. So you need to know and remember that here all STC. Yes, all STC. So all means all of the trigonometric functions are positive. S means only sine and the reciprocal of sine, which is cosecant, is positive only. The others are negative. T means tan only is negative and it's reciprocal cotan as well. And C means the cosine and reciprocal of cosine, which is cosecant, is going to be only positive. So this means that sine is only positive at the quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Yes, because here all of them are positives. So I know that sine is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. So sine is going to be negative where? In quadrant 4 and quadrant 3. So our solutions is going to be in quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Let's now get the reference angle, which is theta, the positive angle. So I'm going to work on the positive angle first. So theta is going to be, to get my theta, I'm going to shift sine minus 1 for the positive angle, which is half. So I'm going to press shift sine, then write here 1 over 2. Yes. Then I'm going to close the bracket. So it's equal to 30 degrees. So the theta that I got from the positive angle is 30 degrees. Is this my solution? No, this is not your solution. This is just the reference angle. So to get your angle, I'm going to use these roles, which is if it was here, so alpha is equal to theta. If it was in quadrant 2, so alpha is equal to 180 minus theta. If it's in quadrant 3, I'm going to use this formula, which is alpha equals 180 plus theta. If it was in quadrant 4, I will use 360 minus theta. Okay, so now our theta is 30, and my solution, since it was negative, I know that sine is negative in 2 parts, in quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Yes? So in quadrant 3, alpha is going to be 180 plus theta, which is 30. So it is 210 degrees. And in quadrant 4 is going to be 360 minus theta, which is 360 minus 30. So the answer is going to be 330 degrees. So now our theta, which is going to give us the half, is 210. So I have 2 solutions. Number 1 is 210 degrees. Number 2 is 330 degrees. and close the bracket. This is our solution. And you can check your answer. If you press sine 210, it's give you negative half. And if you press sine 330, it gives you also negative half. So the negative half, it comes from two angles. Angle number one is 210. Angle number two is 330. That's why you have two solutions. Now let's solve another question. Tan squared theta minus 1 equal to 0. Here we need to factorize because it's to the power of 2 and here minus. So it's difference between two squares. So I'm gonna factorize if you studied factorization. Yes, which let me remind you, a squared minus b squared. So if you need to factorize this, you have to multiply a times a, b times b, and one is negative, one is positive. Let's do the same here. 10 is squared, and the one also you can multiply 1 by 1. So this can be tan theta times itself. Then 1 is going to be 1 multiplied by 1. 1 is negative, 1 is positive. So now we can continue our solution. Yes, here. So I have here two brackets multiplied by each other, so I can split the page. I will take the first part, which is tan theta equals tan theta minus 1 equals to 0. And here the other part, which is tan theta plus 1 equals to 0. Now let's transpose to the other side. So tan theta is equal to positive 1 because I have to change the sign. And here tan theta is equal to negative 1. So in that case, I don't have a problems because here I have all of the solutions. I have tan which is positive and tan which is negative. I know, as I told you before, we have 4 quadrants. Yes, and since we know all S, T, C, so tan is positive in 2 quadrants. Here positive, the tan in quadrant 1, in quadrant 3. And it's negative in these 2 quadrants, in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. Okay, so since I have the two answers, 1 and negative 1, the positive and negative, so this means I need the solution in all 4 quadrants. In quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So let's get the reference angle, then after that we are going to find the angle that we need. So I will press to get my theta is going to be what? Tan minus 1, the 1. So shift tan, then press 1. This is going to give you 45. So this is our pure angle. The reference angle is 45 degrees. So let's now discuss about this. Here is the 4 quadrants. And we said that we need the positive and negative, so all of them. So in quadrant 1 is going to be the same. So our answer is the same theta, which is 45. This is quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, it's equal to 180 minus theta, which is 180 minus 45. So it is 135 degrees. In quadrant 3, it is 180 plus theta. So 180 plus 45. So it's going to be 225 degrees. And in quadrant 4, it's going to be 360 minus theta, which is 360 minus 45. So it is 315 degrees. So we have 4 answers, 45, 135, 225, and 315. These are my solutions. So our solution set for this equation is 45, 135, 225, 315 degrees. Thank you for watching and see you inshallah in another videos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.